Welcome, champions, to Confidence on Command Live. I am your host, Nakisha J. Gregory, the Crown Confidence Alchemist. People often ask me, what does that mean? It means I'm called and qualified to awaken identity, ignite alignment, and transform pain into purpose. I help people own their story, shift their energy, and command the room. Not by becoming someone new, but remembering who they already are. I'm the alopecia empress, a lupus warrior, a disabled Navy veteran, and a bald lifestyle mogul. Every battle taught me that representation matters, because when you see me bald, bold, and blessed, people see what's possible when pain becomes purpose. Hosting this show is my ministry in motion, where confidence becomes contagious and courage becomes culture. And today's episode, it's your reminder that confidence doesn't start when everything else is perfect. It starts the moment you do. All right, y'all, it's time for one of my favorite parts of the show, the friend call-in. Help me welcome today's friend, Nzinga Amani. She's an actress, model, and confidence advocate. Welcome, Nzinga. So let's welcome the incredible Nzinga Amani. Hey, friend.
Hey, girl, how you doing?
I am doing wonderful. So I just want everyone to know who is not living up under a rock that you are an actress, singer, entrepreneur, and you've been seen on BET's Zatima and Sisters. And you're also the founder of Nimani.
Yes.
And a true trailblazer for body confidence and authenticity. I am so honored to have you here today.
I'm honored to be here, and congratulations on Confidence.
Thank you so much. So you have refined beauty and visibility and entertainment through your authenticity and confidence. What does owning your story look like to you as a woman, as an actress, as an entrepreneur who's creating her own lane?
Oh, one thing I love about being able to have all these platforms and different ways to showcase myself is that I can teach people how to treat me and how to see me in different ways. A lot of times we're limited as plus size actors to the best friend role or undesirable. And the reality of it in real life, that's not the case. So I want to bring some of that to the screen. And I've been able to do that in different ways, including the new movie that's coming out called Friend Zone, where I play the lead. It's a rom-com and it's fun, it's cute, and I am absolutely desired. And I feel like that's the thing that I do that breaks past what you normally see on TV when it comes to love interest and plus size women. So just being able to step into those roles and create those platforms, because I'm also a producer on that project as well.
That is amazing. And you're absolutely right. So the first time I saw you on Zatima, I was on you. I was like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful.
Thank you.
I wanted the outfits. I wanted the makeup, the hairstyle. I was like, let me put my hair back right quick so I can have that style. You have commanded the room every time you walk in.
Thank you.
If no one has told you that.
And that's very intentional, because I also had to strong arm dressing myself in some of these roles, because a lot of times you walk into a fitting room and they have choice and it's like, did y'all see the character description? Because she's a baddie. I know that if you're not in this world and you have never dressed a 3X person before, sometimes it's hard to find the pieces, or if you do find them, they may take a while to come. So I've curated a closet over the past several years that prepare me for these situations. So I never mind stepping in and being like, you know what? I actually brought some options if y'all want to see that too.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And as it should be. And so you've kind of answered that question, but I'm going to ask it for our audience. You've navigated an industry that doesn't always make space for plus size women to be beautiful, powerful, desired, celebrated. So how do you shift that energy and stay grounded when the world tries to project their limits on you? Like, what do you do in order to be like, wait a minute, look at me. I got this.
I'm absolutely a problem solver. I rarely bring to attention an issue without having a solution. And I feel like that's the way that I've been able to maneuver in this industry without constantly complaining or anything like that. You don't have the clothes for me? Don't worry, baby. I brought some options. You finished my makeup? You sure it's done? Okay, no problem. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick and do what I need to do because at the end of the day, I'm representing myself and I'm representing my community. So for me, I've just always been very cautious of how I present when it comes to being in front of people because I know how often we're overlooked. I
Yeah.
won't let that happen on not on my watch.
I
So
know that's right. And you
so
are your brand. Like you said,
absolutely.
represent yourself.
Absolutely.
So
There
you have to show up the way you want to
mhm.
be treated.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
that's why I always try to come and solve a problem. Like I said with the wardrobe, but also when it comes to the makeup, I take that very seriously too, and I don't try to cause problems on set. Just know if I take a little longer in the bathroom, I'm gonna come out, you're gonna be like, oh,
Well, it's always flawless. I tell you that it's always flawless
thank
from head to
you.
toe. You're welcome. So our premiere theme is the power of showing up, and so you know how to show up. So
Absolutely.
confidence it starts the moment that you do. So what has showing up for yourself in your art, your business, and your purpose taught you about resilience and faith?
Oh, I think learning my voice and how to speak up for myself was a big part of that. It's scary and it's intimidating to do those things, to be in a situation where there's a group of people who work together and they expect
Mhm.
things to go a certain way, and sometimes you have to push against that to fight for yourself and your own voice. And it's never about being an issue, but it's always about standing up for you. And I feel like finding my voice and being able to speak up for myself and do it in a way that's not condescending, not too diva, but just
Yeah.
letting people know, like, I've got an idea or I have a suggestion or something like that. And typically it's not met with too much pushback. I do get pushback every now and then, but at the end of the day, we all want to create something that is going to tell the story correctly. It's going to show the people, show their work in the best light, show my work in the best light. So just learning how to maneuver in those situations, how to speak to people, to be mindful that it's their art and their craft as well.
Mhm.
So just, learning how to juggle those two things and move from a place of kindness and heart, but also being firm and standing up for yourself as well.
That's a lot to juggle, and I
Yes.
appreciate you being transparent about that because a lot of people they don't feel like they have the voice that you can be
Hmm.
kind and still be stern in how you
Yeah.
want to be treated because if you aren't your own voice, who else is going to speak up for you?
Hmm.
You have to
Absolutely.
be able to do that for yourself. And so you've built such an inspiring brand that fuses creativity, confidence, and representation. What do you hope young women take away from watching you? How you live, how you lead, how you love on yourself unapologetically. What do you want them to take from that?
Oh, to do the same, to figure out what you love and not be afraid to do it and shine and just experiment. Let people see you grow, see you develop. Whether it's my days doing ratchet parodies to curating a line or doing some of my more luxury work when it comes to my clothing designs. Like not being scared to try things
Yeah.
because I think so often we're scared of what people think along the way, and you can't be creative and be worried about what people think. You have to kind of just put it out there, get your feedback, but not take it too hard, not take it to heart. People have something to say about everything.
They do.
Take what you can, what will help you from that, and throw away the rest, and just keep moving forward. I think that's the greatest lesson, is just to not let the outside noise stop you from experimenting, because that's the only way you grow
It
at the
is.
end of
It
the
is
day.
the only way you grow, and I
Hmm.
love that. And you're speaking to my heart as well because that was a hard thing for me, being able to just show up and worry about what other people would think. Like, oh, I'm not qualified. What can I do? But at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? This is your vision. This is your mission. This is what
Hmm.
God gave you. It
And
doesn't
he
matter what
will
anybody else
qualify
has to
you.
say.
Absolutely, he will
Qualify.
qualify you.
You qualify you. So I'm like,
Absolutely.
it's time. So
Hmm.
Nazinga, you are such a light and force. Thank you so much for showing up and shining with us today. Before we close, please tell our champions how they can keep up with you and the extraordinary work you're doing and where they can connect with you online in the community, as well as the good news you got this morning.
Yes. Oh, yes. Hey y'all, it's Nzinga Imani, and you can find me on social media, all things Nzinga Imani. That's Nzinga Imani. You can find my clothing boutique, Shop Namani, at ShopNimani. And you can find me on Zatima on BET Plus and BET. You can also find me on Friend Zone on All Black. It'll be streaming November 13th. I play the lead love interest in the story. Super excited about that. And I just got news that I'm in the Exo Nicole 100 It Girl groups along with amazing company. So super excited about that. What else is going on? Thank you. I feel like that's everything that comes to mind. But yeah, check me out. Follow me on all things social media.
Yeah, we got to follow you and have you back again. I like this
Absolutely.
energy. We got to have you speak to our ladies and make them know that they could own their story, shift the energy, and command the room by just showing up.
Absolutely.
And thank you for being here. I'll see you next time.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
More powerful conversations are coming. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
WOMAPprotects.com. You need life insurance? Send me back your information, just your name, your date of birth, height, weight, couple medical questions, and I'll find the lowest affordable rate for whatever amount is going to fit your budget. Yeah, it's that easy. That's what I do. Yes, I do it nationwide.
Getting life insurance shouldn't take anything unusual.
It's time for the collective, where leaders, creatives, and entrepreneurs share real conversations about resilience, purpose, and confidence in action. Let's welcome today's guest, the heart and heat behind our Confident Kitchen, Chef Barsha McCullough, the powerhouse, private chef, makeup artist, fashion show coordinator, and creator of Keep It Poppin'. Hi, Barsha.
Hi.
How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, wonderful. You look so gorgeous.
Thank you.
Well, it's great to have you here. We want to get right into it. What part of your story required the most courage for you to own?
Well, a lot of people don't know my story, so a lot of it's good because I never really told my story to a lot of people. Like I'm ready to tell my story, but it's I'm scared. So it takes a lot of courage to come out to talk about anything. Yeah.
So in those moments when you feel afraid and you feel like you're not ready to share your story, what helps you?
My husband. I just forgot music. I prayed. I got into an accident in 2018. Changed my life to the point where I couldn't go work like I wanted to. So I had to find means and different ways to get money. And now to the point where I can't do a whole lot because of my back issues and stuff like that. And a lot of people don't know that I go through. A lot of people don't know that I had neck surgery. A lot of people don't know that now I need back surgery. And I'm scared. So I end up having weight loss surgery to help with my back pain and stuff like that, and I still go through it. And back in like 2021, I gave my trust to somebody to help me get my business on the road, and we ended up moving to St. Thomas, Virgin Island, and it kind of like messed me up because we got all the way there and we came back to London. I ended up having to go to a hotel, stay in a hotel. And I had a house. I was in a 3-bedroom house. And I gave that up thinking that somebody was trying to help me. And when I came back, I ended up me and my husband ended up in the hotel. And we ended up in the hotel for a while. Even after my accident, I was in the hotel for a year and a half. So I wouldn't know this stuff, you know. And I did a lot of stuff, even doing dishes and stuff like that. A lot of people don't even know I was in the hotel making dishes. They thought I was like in the house and I'm together. So, I did that just to keep me grounded. That gave me a sense of peace. And, that's why I kept doing, and I just tried to sound.
Yeah, that's, going through that is still keeping the smile on your face, taking your pain and turning it into your passion is definitely very, very commendable. And I'm thankful that you felt safe enough to share that with us here in the studio audience.
And that's just
well, we definitely want to know more about your story. What is one bit of advice you would give someone right now who's going through a transition that they don't know, they don't see where they can receive help, or they don't have peace like you in their life, in a mate?
well, with me, I started surrounding myself with people that meant me for my good. That didn't, try to overshadow me, didn't try to make me feel little, I try to surround myself around positivity. And that's what I would say, start surrounding yourself around, yeah.
So that's how you
People that want to see you grow, because a lot of people, it's a lot of underlying people, and a lot of people want to see you grow, so you have to kind of find the want to grow and elevate.
Okay, I like that. So what does confidence look like to you after enduring these things, after losing the job, after not being able to work, after having your accident? What does confidence look like to you when it comes to trusting others? As someone that you trusted did let you down. So how do you find it in the personal side as well as the professional?
It's when somebody talks to me, a positive person, so that, hey, everybody's, everybody's not like that. So, and this year, because I used to stay in my house, I used to just stay away from it. And she was like, no, you can't get out. You need something. So that's what made me start trusting people.
And often people do go into isolation when that happens. And so I'm glad that you were able to find your way out and find trust and find confidence in yourself and be able to find those that are out there that are not like the person that betrayed your trust.
And it's hard to come back from that sometimes. But I allow myself to open up, because like, hey, I got to, the type of work that I do, I have to open up. So I had no choice.
So Chef Barsha, today's theme is the power of showing up. Can you tell us the moment when the power of showing up changed how you looked at the world, how you viewed yourself?
Well, again, that started this year, cause I ended up shutting myself down. So this year, I got, introduced to somebody that was mine, and I showed up, and ever since I showed up, I really, I'm doing things. So that one thing turned into a lot of things. So, but I'm grateful for it.
Getting out there and connecting with other people, like-minded individuals that are able to pour positivity into your life, it makes a difference. It's a great way to own that story, but then to sit there. And then last but not least, you're manning the room. In your moments that you have overcome these obstacles, what do you feel like is your command moment?
When I walk in.
I know that's right.
When I walk in the door,
Okay.
I used to be, I'm still shy to a point, but now that I know, that I have to network, and now that I know I have to do things in the community, that I know I'm working with different people, I have no question. You know what I'm saying? So when I walk in, I have no choice but to come. And my husband lets me make sure I'm confident, so.
Come on now, honey. You have a great mate. It's definitely a beautiful thing, very supportive of you. So if you could look into the mirror of yesteryear and talk to your younger self, what is a bit of advice to tell yourself, that young Barsha at 18, 19 years old, to command or to own her story, to shift the energy and command the room? What would you have to
Don't give up. Because I used to just give up. I used to shy away when I go in a room and I didn't get attention, or nobody, talks to me. I just stop myself in the back, But now I just don't give up.
I love that. Standing tall, showing up for yourself, showing up for others, it does make a big difference. Being able to have that faith, to be able to walk in your purpose, it changes then your testimony is not for you, it's for someone else that is moving on. So your strength could be someone else's strength. But for anyone that's listening right now, we want you to show up for yourself. Even if you don't feel like anyone else has your back, show up for yourself. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Welcome. We'll be right back after commercial. Thank you for tuning in to Confidence on Command Live. Thank you for tuning in today. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with us. Today's episode is the power of showing up, because true confidence starts the moment you do. We have outstanding guests. We also have our letters to the crown, where our viewers write in and tell us what they are going through and how they're able to navigate through the storms of life. Letters to the crown. This segment is proudly sponsored by Balance Wash and Fold, putting the balance between daily life and laundry. If you'd like to submit your letter to us, you can send us a letter at Nakisha J. Gregory at Confidence on Command Live. That's Nakisha J. Gregory at Confidence on Command Live, and you'll see it right here on the screen. This is a safe space where real people share real emotions, real moments, real questions about confidence, identity, healing, and purpose. And if you have a letter, we want to hear from you and read it right here on the show. All right, so we have a letter. I'm going to read it to you guys, because your story deserves to be heard. Dear Crown, I've always been the one everyone counts on, at work, at home, and in my community. The one who keeps it all together. But lately it feels like the weight of the world is sitting on my shoulders. Wow. Between the uncertainty of the government shutdown that just came to a cease, and the constant pressure to lead, provide, and protect, I'm running on empty. I want to show up strong for my team. I want to show up present for my family. But how do you command the room when you don't even know which direction you're going? Wow. And this is signed a husband and father and a leader still learning how to show up. Well, we thank you so much for writing this letter and opening up to us. This is very, very powerful. And I want you to hear that we know that you don't have to have it all. You don't have to have all the answers to still walk in authority. Sometimes showing up doesn't look like standing tall. Sometimes it looks like just standing. Anyway, confidence isn't a feeling, it's a decision. It's the quiet moment when you whisper to yourself, I don't know what's next, but I refuse to give up on me. Every time you show up, tired, uncertain, overwhelmed, but still standing, you are commanding the room. You are shifting the energy. You are proving that your purpose is stronger than your pressure. So keep showing up, even when it's heavy, champions, even when it hurts. Your consistency is your confidence. Welcome back to Confidence on Command Live. Joining us here on stage, we have a couple of our audience members who want to chime in on today's Letters to the Crown. So who do we have here today? I see this beautiful young woman in pink. What is your name?
My name is Felonice Gordon.
Hi. Hi. And where are you from?
I'm from New Orleans, but I currently reside in Virginia.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us here today. And what are your thoughts on this letter from this gentleman who's trying to navigate after this government shutdown that just happened, how to show up for himself?
That's tough, because when the government makes a decision about your paycheck and you're trying to keep your life afloat, your family fed, and you don't know which direction to turn, being able to show up for himself means that he can get up in the morning now and know that he really did the best that he could for his family under crazy and dire situations. And if he just keeps moving forward, him and his family will be okay.
I think they will. You know, so many individuals are going through this that, you know, during the shutdown, it put a lot of us on the same level playing field, that a lot of individuals, they struggle. You know, my husband, he worked for the federal government. It was a struggle. 3 paychecks can make a big difference in your household. So one of the things that he did ask us was, how can he show up for himself when he didn't even know what direction he's going in? What is the time that did you ever have a moment like that when you didn't even know what direction you were going in, but you decided to show up for yourself? How were you able to find that strength to do so?
Being able to show up myself when it's really hard, I meditate because I have to have a moment to process what is it that I need to do to get back on track. And sometimes having that quiet time, that serene moment gives me clarity and it gives me an opportunity to go, I think I'm going to try something new or something different. And then I start researching that. And once I have an idea of what feels right and what I can make work, then I'm moving forward.
I like that. I'm going to try that, Philly. Thank you so much. And we thank you all for tuning in. And thank you for listening into the letter. People, when they take their time to share with us what's going on with their life, just every small moment does count. And your letter can help someone else rise and so please keep sending them. And the email address you're going to send it to is right here on the screen, Nakisha J. Gregory at Confidence on Command Live. This segment is all about possibility because sometimes confidence doesn't start on a stage. Sometimes it starts right in your kitchen, building a meal with what you have, where you are, with dignity and intention. Inside the Confidence Kitchen, we transform simple pantry staples, the same ingredients found in food banks, shelter, or any family working through, into meals filled with flavor, creativity, and hope. And leading us with heart, compassion, and a whole lot of fire is our resident chef, Chef Barsha McCullough.
Hi. Yes.
So what are you cooking for us today?
We're going to do a sunrise smoothie. That's something that's very, hold on.
Yeah, because I'm messed up.
Right, okay. We're going to do a sunrise smoothie bowl using shelf quality stuff and pantry,
Okay.
So we're going to use, we have different fruits. That's going to be for your natural sweeteners. So I have a little bit of blueberry, a little bit of peaches, a little bit of pineapple, strawberry. We use a little bit of oats. That's for your texture. We have the Chef Life milk that will help bring everything together. And we're going to tie in some peanut butter, which will give you your healthy fats in the process. And then I have, if you don't know anything about your milks or your dry milk or anything, we use a cup of hot water to 4 tablespoons of dry milk.
Okay.
And that's how we're going to tie this together.
Okay. That sounds like, this is going to be yummy.
Yes. So now you just blend. You're going to blend this up and refresh.
I love that. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Now tell me, champion, when was the last time you showed up for you? Not for your job, not for your family, but for the part of you that's been
I'm
carrying it all.
Nakisha J. Gregory.
Champions, thank you so much
Until
for spending
next
time with
time.
us this morning.
Stay bold,
They reminded
stay
us
brilliant,
that
and keep showing
isn't
up
about perfection. It's about presence.
on purpose.
Show up for yourself. Show up for your purpose. When you show up, you shift atmosphere. When you shift the energy, you command the room. And when you command the room, baby, you change the world. Join me next Saturday for the episode 2, The Courage to Be Seen. Own your story, shift the energy, command the room.